Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new reaction video. Hello everyone, what is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the Lapsang Souchong, the Scalding Hot Assam, the Earl Grey? What's the tea? Now, today, due to popular demand, I've been asked to delve back into the world of alpha males. I don't really know why. These people are absolutely balmy. And to be fair, I kind of thought the trend of like alpha male kind of TikTok videos had kind of died off a bit. Boy, was I wrong. So thank you to everyone who does send me things over on TikTok and Instagram to react to. Come follow me. All my social media links are down below. And if you are new to the channel, hello, my name is Roly, LGBT, body modification, and Reddit person here on the internet. There's a QR code here on screen if you want to scan. If you're watching on a TV, scan the QR code and subscribe, notification bell, all that fun stuff. Now, bear with me today. I'm a little bit hungover, naughty. So if I'm a bit, sound a bit weird, I apologize. So this is part 3 of this video series. If you haven't watched my other ones, make sure you go do that. So I'm sure we will probably see some of our old favorites in this one and hopefully some new faces. But with all that being said, let's not beat around the bush and get on with these alpha males.
Hey brother, how's your pull-out game? And I'm talking about the cell phone. I know, reach for your phone and then start checking it out. I mean, that's not a good look.
Why? Do people do that? Do people actually pull out their phone and go, ugh? So this is my phone. I don't like weirdly pull it out of my pocket like this and then get it and hunch myself over and go, oh. So is this guy honestly trying to peddle though that there's like an alpha male way of looking at your phone? Like they are just trying to create solutions to problems that just do not exist.
Crouching, shoulders are up, you're making yourself look small. When you're pulling out your phone, make sure to stop looking down. Reach, and now make the phone serve you. If you start
make the phone serve you. It's a oh my, these people. Honestly, there's a right and wrong way. I can't.
Make that thing serve you.
Make that thing serve. It's a phone. Oh, he just throws it on the floor because he doesn't care.
Isn't learning fun?
Make the phone serve you. Phone etiquette, first impressions, body language. What are you talking about? It's a phone. Make it serve you. Stop, look down, lift up. And also, like, why are you holding a phone out like this? Like, who holds the phone? An issue that doesn't exist, and he's gone, I must make a solution.
No, stop it.
They've literally exhausted every possible sort of like area of this topic of how to be a man and how to do things like a man, right? How to look better, that they're now literally just like just fabricating things out of thin air to make video content of because they just run out of ideas. It's so cringe. Can you make a tutorial on proper stances for loading and unloading the dishwasher to make it better serve me? But this is exactly it. It's just ludicrous bullshit.
First, I don't lean over it. Actually use my whole body. When I'm trying to shift, I'm not putting my head there and then moving. The proper way to do it, get up, shift the whole body with your head, continue the movement. And it's pathetic if you drop some and you stop looking and acting frustrated.
Another issue that just doesn't exist. If you drop a suitcase, you have to pick it up like this, else you will look absolutely stupid. I have never seen someone like accidentally lose grip of their like suitcase and gone, oh, what an absolute fucking moron. Also, look how that stupid bitch picked it up. Oh, what a stupid little sissy. Is this what is going through your head? Is this how empty your life is? That this is the kind of stuff going through your head? That you are going to actively judge someone because of the way they picked up their suitcase from the floor? Oh no, I picked up my luggage wrong. Now I'm gay. Oh God, no, oh, not this man. Okay, I was sent a video from this man a long time ago where he just like starts drinking his piss.
Ooh, sounds delish.
And I was just like, what is going on?
And the dude next to me in the change room, when he went to the urinal, it was really, really inspiring. We call it primal pissing technology. And it's a way of marking your territory like your ancestors did before the Matrix took over. So you mark the territory of the urinal. So what he did was he was listening to really epic music, I could tell, and he was just enjoying himself. He lifted up his shirt the
So
front
you're-
of it.
you're being a
maybe
pervert.
up to just above his belly button. But he like really enjoyed it. He came into what we call horse stance, and this was all intuitive. I'm sure he hasn't studied
horse
any of
stance?
these ancient Chinese urination techniques. He just did it of his own accord because it's in our DNA. And those of us who are not super co-opted by the darkness of the predatory capitalistic matrix that we live in still have remnants of that wild vibrational urination marking DNA activation within our genes.
So essentially, you just admitted on camera that you were perving at some man who was taking a piss in a urinal because you were just watching him do it. The fact that like you watched him so much that you called him going into horse stance, you saw him lift his shirt up, and that you could tell that he was listening to music. Like you watched him long enough to get all that. The kind of people that speak like this, so the same kind of people do the outsider art thing where they just think they're so fucking deep. No, you make this shit up because you have nothing going on in your life. Pissing technology. What are you talking about? Imagine just filming yourself fully going, I watched a man at a urinal pissing in the gym, perving on some man who's just trying to pee. Hashtag primal power. Hashtag Spartan strength. Hashtag alpha life. You like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
The guy's hepped up on goofballs.
Did anything he just said then make any sense? It was just talking in riddles, talking in like old historical words for the sake of it. Like, what? You're not that deep, sis. You're just a perv who watched someone take a piss.
I'ma piss on your face.
I've been seeing this trend go on about guys like seeing my girl's gay best friend do this. My girl has no gay best friend. No male, I don't care how gay or straight you are, interacts with my lady. Cry about it.
That's because you're the gay best friend, girl. Poof. So this guy is there going, oh, I've seen this trend going around. Oh, this guy is being like, oh, my girlfriend's best gay friends or whatever. First of all, gay best friend, we're like, we're not toys. You're like, no, she doesn't have any male friends, gay or straight, not, oh, the fragility of these straight men, it's ridiculous. You don't want your girl to be a friend or to know any other men because you don't want her to realize how awful you are treating her and how good someone else can.
You need to skip your morning routine and get straight to work because this will brainwash you to do this throughout the entire day, meaning you're not going to procrastinate throughout the entire day because you limit the amount of distractions that you allow to enter your...
He's whispering, she doesn't wake up, mummy.
Straight to work. You have no time to think about anything else. You have no time to do anything else.
I'm hardly going to listen to someone who uses this horrific filter, thinks it's a good thing. Also, like, I can understand why he's whispering. Like, he's very young to be talking. These are the effects of now younger generations watching these like alpha male stuff, because I don't know how old this guy is. He looks very young. To talk to things like this, first of all, like, this is the result of what's happening now. You're getting these young people like this just talking about utter nonsense, skipping your morning routine and get straight to work. I like to eat breakfast. I wake up in the morning, I check my socials, I eat my breakfast, I have a shower, and then I'm ready to work. Like, that's a morning routine that I do. I have a very successful business. I didn't do that by skipping my morning routine. You know, there's also many things, people with neurodivergence whose morning routines actually really help them keep on track. And if you mess that up, it messes up their system. As soon as I wake up first in the morning, the idea of going, I'm going to turn my computer on and start editing. Like, no, I want to have my morning routine. I want to do that because it makes me feel good. It gets me ready. It makes my brain go into working mode. Again, it's just nonsense. It's just nonsense. And I feel sorry because this is a young person who's clearly been brainwashed himself into this sort of strange way of thinking.
Just got home from the gym and I'm eating a bowl of cold minced beef and cold baked beans. And we're eating it cold because heating it up is a waste of time. Just these little things that you do every single day.
Do you also think mayonnaise is spicy?
Years, it's going to put me above certain people. Do I like any of it? No. Just got home from the gym and...
This is a miserable existence. Just an absolute miserable existence. Cooking food is a waste of time. Okay, well then get salmonella.
I would like to see it.
Also, it's the thing, this is what I mean. This guy is so, he's like whispering at home because clearly he doesn't want to wake mummy up. It's insecurities that literally come from nothing. Being like, I am one step ahead of people because I don't heat up my food. Some food tastes way better warm than cold because once the fat in it has melted, the flavors come out. I feel so sorry for, I Like, I actually feel sorry for this kid. He's clearly been brainwashed by these people. Like, how is not heating up your food making you one step ahead of people? Like, it's nonsense. Also, heating up a bit of minces and beans would have taken you maybe like 10 minutes. Like, it's so, especially if it's, like, it's been cooked. So it has to be heated up at some point, it has to be cooked at some point. So why weren't you eating it raw? Your mum's gonna go ballistic when she sees you've got plates in your bedroom again. It's just sad. It's just sad. Why is it that so many of these pages uses this like really intense definition filter where it makes everything look so, like all of your pores look so defined? It's so gross. I don't know why anyone thinks it's a good filter. It makes everyone look fucking rancid. Like this first filter he's using here, this whole like hyper definition is not flattering at all. This is not flattering. Oh, here we go. Here's someone else you see quite a lot. One hack with girls. Hack. I'm sorry. When you start referring to people as like something to be hacked, there is a real issue. Like women are human beings. They're not toys or, you know, things like, oh, cleaning hacks to make it easier. Like when you talk about people and using the term like hacks, like that's disgusting.
Secret hack to boost results with girls. You ever wonder why you feel so lovey-dovey with a girl? It's the music that you're listening to. 98% of guys are listening to feminine, low energy music. These are songs about a guy being sad about losing a...
We're becoming cringe, like peak brain rot cringe, where you're now saying that the type of music you're listening to is like
girl and missing her. This makes you soft and feminine without you even knowing it. And girls don't like that in a man. So
if you listen to any man singing about a love, it means you're soft and feminine and you're never going to get a girl. What do you listen to? What does this man listen to? No, he probably doesn't listen to anything. He just listens to like the clock.
Don't be stupid.
This is the questions predominantly for straight people, right? So straight women, do you hate it when men listen to different types of music that isn't just aggressive, angry, about the, I don't know, songs about going to work? Don't listen to anything about a man singing about a woman because it makes you gay and women don't want that. All you can listen to is Eye of the Tiger until you die.
Difference between a Sigma male and a alpha.
What are we watching? What alpha? What? What? A difference between a Sigma male and an alpha was alligators and a capybara. What are you talking about? This was just an excuse to get him like a topless video of him. It's just an excuse to promote his own body. Alpha male, Sigma male, alpha. Like what? Cringe. Bad boy traits that women love. They are authentic. They don't... Wait, what? They are authentic, don't pretend to be someone else. Bad boy traits is to be authentic. Be yourself. What? Well, oh, I'm such a bad boy. I love gaming, so I do it.
Ooh, that's bad.
They make her feel safe and secure. They have a unique style. Wait, there's some look maxing AI app. Oh, this is an advert for... They take risks. They don't care whether people like them or not. They know what they want and are deceit. What? You always F up with girls because you're not... I can't even... My brain's too hungover for this. To be a bad boy, because there's always like the saying, isn't there? Like, oh, girls like a bad boy. Oh, I like a bad girl.
You're a naughty girl, aren't you?
This is the first thing really that made me just go, what? They are authentic. They don't pretend to be someone they're not. How is that a bad boy trait? When I think of like old, maybe based this on old movies and stuff, but when I think of like bad boys, I don't think of someone who's like themselves. The bad boy who's like the motorcycle, who's like drinks and smokes and is like the bad influence or what, take, you know, that's what I consider like the bad boy who's like a bit naughty, who does things who's a bit risky, who takes, like they will take risks here, but authentic? I'm very authentic. Like when you look how I am now on the internet and how you see me, I'm very authentic. Does that mean I'm a bad boy? No, say.
You're a very bad boy.
Always stick to your word. If you're saying to go and do something, do it. Be a leader, not to follow, and start your own trends. Get a haircut that fits your head shape. Once I've lost this person's just trying to push this app. This is just an app push. Don't have... What? Don't have social media. People will wonder what you're up to and... I'm so sick of these people who talk about how it is to be an alpha male and talk about how social media is a curse and don't have social media while using social media to promote their content.
Don't talk to me.
Don't use it. You'll be mysterious and people will wonder who you are. Please like and subscribe for more.
Have you ever wondered what it looks like from the side when you take a seat at the dinner table? Most of you will be leaning over the chair, pulling it over, then coming in and make it look
This
effortless.
has to be a joke.
How does it look?
Like a fucking moron. When I go to a restaurant, I do not give a shit about what other people around me are doing. I don't watch people come in and go, I have to look at how he sits down on his chair. This is please tell me, any of you watching this video now, have you ever walked into a restaurant and watched other people sit down and gone, oh, he shouldn't have sat down like that. That makes him look like a right old sissy.
Take a seat at the dinner table. Most of you will be leaning.
Most of you will be leaning over the chair. Like, who's doing that? Most people just grab the top and just pull it back anyway. Like, but also who cares?
Make that chair serve you.
Make that chair serve you. It's a chair. If this is what he's like and talks about inanimate objects, what is he like around people, especially women? But just on the off chance that this isn't like if this actually is real, go to a therapist.
Oh, doctor, I'm crazy.
The insecurities that you have to worry about how you look at your phone, how you pick up a suitcase and I sit on a chair. If these are the things that you worry about on a daily basis, you need help. Oh, so this is an old favorite. He's been in a couple of these alpha male videos. Let's see.
Here are weird signs that you may have low testosterone.
Oh God, thank you from a non-scientist.
Live for the weekend. This is the only time you feel free because during the week you're doing things that you don't want to do. But you're not trying to do anything to change your circumstance. You're passive and you seek enjoyment through weekend vices, low testosterone.
What?
Dr. Emma in the house.
Oh my God, Luxaria. I need Luxaria here to debunk all of this. If you're someone, right, who likes to go partying on the weekend, it means you have low testosterone. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? It's like this person is trolling, but his whole account is like this. I love going out clubbing. I love having a good party. I went to one yesterday. I went to Happy Hardcore rave in London. I still have so much fun going out having a party. I also have a job that I absolutely love. So what does that mean? Because that's completely debunked what you've just said.
Number 2, you take naps. It's rare that I've seen a successful, highly driven man waste precious time out the day to lay down and rest. Men with high testosterone usually have so much energy, they don't know what to do with it. The last thing on their mind is taking a nap.
I
don't work out. Not only do you not care to work out, but you don't care that you look weak. Men with high testosterone will accidentally find a way to work out.
Yes, and I'm sure injecting steroids is also a great way. So now if you take naps, it means you've got low testosterone. Or maybe you're working too much. Or maybe you've got too much going on. Or maybe, you might have a medical condition that means you have less energy. Like, what's it got to do with like there are men, again, it's just a made up bollocks, made up nonsense. I'm convinced this person is joking. You can't honestly believe that. The problem is though, there's gonna be so many young men who watch this kind of thing who are naive, ignorant, probably a bit lonely, don't have any friends, who watch all this stuff and will religiously try to follow what these people are saying, even though it's just utter nonsense. Unless you are literally a doctor, you cannot make videos about how you can tell if you've got low testosterone. Taking naps as well as you get older is very normal. People have less energy. I have so much more energy when I was 21 than I do now that I'm 34. Like, there's a difference. And every young person who watches this being like, I'm gonna be happy and hyper forever. Trust me, sis, when you get to our age, like, it happens.
You can never win against death.
Here's what your haircut says about you.
What does my haircut say about me? Hyper testosterone levels.
Bald, you don't care what anybody thinks. Otherwise, you would have gotten a hair transplant by now.
If you're bald, you don't care because you would have got a hair transplant by now. Hair transplants aren't exactly cheap. Most people can't just afford to get hair transplants. Also, hair transplants don't always work. There's no hair transplant that has 100% success rate. Your head can, reject the follicles. A lot of people that get hair transplants doesn't even look that good because the hair is still so thin. It just looks like thin hair on top. Because also, when you get hair transplants, it doesn't stop your actual receding hairline from it still recedes. Like if I got a hair transplant back in the day, I would need one again and again because my hair was continually going back. Like getting a hair transplant here doesn't suddenly stop where the hair was receding. That carries on.
Bald guys tend to be hyper masculine, not only in their appearance, but their attitude too. Usually enjoying masculine hobbies like combat sports and football.
I don't like combat sports or football. I'm also bald.
A blowout or a low fade. You want to look good, but with as little effort as possible. You prefer to keep your hair grown out, and you probably got hoop dreams. Oh man, next we got wicks and dread.
I find it interesting because it's the generalization of haircuts. You can't determine someone's demeanor by their hair because so many things factor into people's hair types, hairstyles, textures. You know, some people have curly hair, some people have straight hair, some people more have like frizzy hair. Like people's genetics play a lot on part of it. So to say like, if you've got this haircut, it means you're this kind of person is so stupid. There's so many aspects when it comes to hair that you have no control over. To be like, oh, it means you're this kind of person again, it's just utterly ludicrous.
No haircut, you definitely watch anime all day.
So if you just have long hair, you watch anime all day? Like, it's such weird generalizations. What are you even talking about?
You have choices. You can either be miserable or you can be motivated. Regardless of what you decide to do, it's your choice. So make the best choice.
Well, you've heard of an alpha male, but have you heard of an alpha
I mean, there's a full-on attack on Christianity right now, and it's being waged by the media.
Wait,
you watch the Olympics? Of course. Utter blasphemy, like it's
why?
Like acceptable.
Because the Last Supper table wasn't even depicted, so why was it attacking Christianity?
Why does it bother me? Because you're not a Christian, but why does it bother you? Because
so he's not even a Christian.
An unnecessary attack on a large majority of the world's faith for no fucking reason.
I don't understand how people just existing is an attack on Christianity. See people existing and think it's an attack on you. Like, that is peak fragile human. This fake outrage about the Last Supper table thing is stupid because so many times in pop culture even since me being a literal baby, the Last Supper table been depicted in movies, films, pop culture, adverts, like TV shows, like everywhere, and it's never had outrage. As soon as it was like the Olympics and said it was LGBT people, and again, it was a misrepresentation because it wasn't even the Last Supper table. It was too far, the woke agenda, it was so awful. Like, you are so fragile. It's pathetic.
Why is this transgender stuff just being shoved down your throat every time you fucking turn on TV?
It's not. It's because of the media you consume. It's because you actively search out these things. If you actually didn't, you would rarely see anything to do with trans people. If you just lived your life and got out of your echo chambers and got off your Twitter like echo chambers, you would generally just never see things about trans people because it's actually not an issue for anyone except for you who obsess over it and spend your day looking up things, searching for things, and go, why am I seeing it all the time? It's not like my algorithm shows me things that I constantly look at and interact with. No, that's not what it is. It's actually because it's being forced down my throat. Even though, if you look at my search history, it's trans girl deep throat.
You're not supposed to say that kind of stuff.
Oh, God.
Test for assessing someone's character is to look at the character of their friends.
And we see who you associate with,
Elon. People can put up a mask themselves for their character. Their friends and associates will not.
Yep.
And so you can judge a person's character by their friends and associates, and to some degree by their enemies.
I mean, I actually completely agree with what he just said, and we know exactly the kind of person you are. Scum! I can't remember that page is called Alpha Motivation. Alpha Motivation.
Are you still carrying an umbrella around like Mary Poppins? With the bearskin heavy storm packable rain jacket, you won't even need one anymore. Why? Because it's light enough to unfold from your pocket or backpack, but strong enough to handle the worst weather. This is the ultimate hiking grade tactical rain jacket that's built for city
What happens if I don't
living
want my feet to get wet? My legs get wet because an umbrella, if you get a big umbrella, it can also stop your legs from getting as wet.
100% dry.
I can't believe we're getting to a stage now where now it's considered gay or too feminine or manly enough to hold an umbrella. Lads, it's actually gay to not want to get wet. The thing is, if you want to sell a waterproof jacket, wonderful. But the idea that you're trying to market it as if like these men are like less of a man because they're holding an umbrella, like what a weird marketing tactic, like weird. Just use a fucking umbrella, men, for God's sake.
So my
It smells really, really primal. It's
my God.
Interesting. Like when I smell my ass, like I had maybe a little too much nachos today.
Disgusting.
But my crack, like I can just tell there's really good bacteria up in there. Like L. reuteri.
You are ill.
And L. reuteri has been pre-clinically shown. Preclinical trials have shown that this specific bacteria that you would find in a healthy crack.
I don't believe anything you say. I'm not going to believe the word.
If a dude consumes it, either from a woman's hoo-ha or a man's stink portal.
No, I can't watch it. No, I can't. Goodbye. I'm done. Video's over. Goodbye. But now I'll just watch TV instead. How? That is, I can't. Oh, you just know that he smells bad. You just know that he smells bad. This is the kind of person that goes that I don't use any kind of soap, any kind of deodorants. I don't even wash. Like, that was a fetouage coming out there, girls. Other people at 6 a.m. Me at the gym. You know, you could go to the gym at a normal time. You don't have to go at 6 a.m. You could also do both. You could do this. I don't understand. This is what I mean. I don't understand why these people are so obsessed looking at other people having fun and go, that's beta male activities. You should actually be in the gym sweating at 6 a.m. Like, I don't understand. If we had to think about it logically, it's because these people are so boring and have no friends and no one wants to be around them. So they have to like convince themselves that what they're doing is better.
It's nice to have friends.
I go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, and I also like to go out partying. Like, I do both. You can happily do both and also stay fit and healthy and in shape. You can happily do both and still have a really good work job. Like we saw about the guy at the very beginning who was like, oh, you've got low testosterone if you go out and party, and like you can have many of these things combined into one go and also be successful, happy, and love your life. I don't understand this whole idea that always, oh, other people are having fun at 6 a.m. Who cares? Who cares if other people are going out having clubbing or having parties and having fun? There are many DJs who are going out partying, having fun, who are incredibly rich and famous. Like, what are you going to say about them? They have everything that you would ever want in your life. Are they beta? They're not at the gym at 6 a.m. because they're actually DJing for people making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, probably the big guys making millions. It's their way of trying to convince themselves that they're not fucking losers. Hashtag positivity, hashtag positive vibes. How is what you've just done positivity or positive vibes? You've just looked at other people and degraded them. Don't want to tell you what happens to most of these people. They look disgusting when they get old because they just rot, because they're not even, like, your body needs sleep. Like, this isn't up for debate. You need to sleep. You need to have downtime. You need to have restful times. You have to have fun times. If you don't have any excitement or fun in your life and all you do is work, you burn out and you rot and you die.
Burnout is fucking fake. I used to go tell people, hey, I'm burned out. Dude, I wasn't burned out. You know what I did, Keaton? I gave up my purpose. Accidentally, I was working so hard, I forgot what I was working for.
And you know what? You experienced burnout. He literally just described having burnout, and he goes, burnout's fake. These people are so, it's like they're like allergic to being a human. They are fully just allergic to being human, and any kind of like human emotion and human feelings, all of a sudden it's like, no, this means something. This doesn't mean that I have burnout. This doesn't mean that I'm weak. This doesn't mean that I'm tired. I don't even need to cook my food.
I'm gonna make it my business to expose him for the fake that he is.
It's so cringe. And the fact that people actually listen to this nonsense, damaging nonsense too, is really sad. This man looks worn out. He looks worn out. I bet this guy isn't even that old as well, but this kind of mentality and work life and attitude ages you so fast.
You stupid old bitch!
If you're the alpha, you don't have to announce you're the alpha. Right. You just show up as the alpha. Yeah. And the alpha, by the way, in every tribe, from animals to humans, is usually the person who's most quiet.
My biggest point about a lot of this kind of stuff, and I actually agree with what this guy just said at the beginning, if you are someone and you have to keep telling people you are that kind of thing, you're not that thing. You always get those like bastards who are always like, I'm actually a really nice person. I'm really nice to be around. Oh, no, I'm not mean. I'm actually a really nice person. If you need to keep telling people that you're actually a nice person, chances are you're a cunt. If you need to keep telling people that I'm the alpha, no, you're not. You're a weak, pathetic little boy.
5 signs you're an alpha.
5 signs,
99% of people don't have what it takes for number 5. If you think you're part of the 1%, make sure to watch till then.
God, jeez, can you hear that? Suddenly having like an intense downpour. It's like pelting down with rain.
Number 1, you never back down from a challenge. If you are faced with a difficult task, you face it head on. Scared, nervous, or you simply don't have the skills, you do it anyway.
See, the idea of being like, you don't have the skills, you do it anyway, is one of the perfect ways where we get slum landlords, or like, we used to have TV shows, it was like, oh, like, people, it was like something from hell, so it was always like neighbors from hell, but there was ones that had to do with like renovations, so they would have things like people would come and do their gardens, did really bad work, people would come to like fix things in the house, and then half the house falls down, and it's that kind of mindset where it's like, I don't have the skills, but I can do it anyway because I'm an alpha male. Same people that get electrocuted in the house because like, we don't need to hire someone who knows what they're doing. I'll do it because I'm an alpha male. And then they get electrocuted and died. Your ego is too big to like actually allow someone else to come in and fix it because you're like fragile as hell.
You have a superior mindset that inspires those around you to do better without ever saying a word. You are the definition of leading by example.
Me.
Number 3, you are in complete control of your emotions. You don't sweat the small.
After what we've seen today, do you think any of these men are in complete control of their emotions? Okay, so we got a couple here from people that we've seen before. Let's check in on some of the oldies, shall we?
Girlfriend just broke up with me. How should I deal with it, and what should I do?
Completely go no contact with her. I don't mean block her on Facebook or Instagram. I would not look at her stories. I would not reach out to her friends, and I would not unfriend her on anything. Go become the best man you can be and work really hard, and in a few years she'll look up and she'll probably be calling you back. I've never had a situation in my life where a girl and I broke up and she didn't call me back. Never.
I don't believe you that for a second. Also, that's terrible advice. When you break up with someone, the best thing is to do is to go no contact. You can never get over someone if you are actively being able to see them still. You know, you say don't look at her stories. If you're still following someone, they will still appear unless you literally mute them and get rid of them. But if you're doing all that effort, just unfollow them and block them. If you're literally gonna go to a stage where you're like muting and like, why? Just get rid of them. And in the future, if it works out, you can maybe become friends again or whatever. The fact that you would actively keep them there because you're gonna go, oh, well, I'll show her. I'm gonna keep on everything in the future. She'll see how good I've become. So you're still giving this person real estate in your mind. You're hoping that she calls you back in a few years' time. It just completely goes against the whole point of like breaking up and getting over someone because you're still giving them real estate in your mind because you're going, if I keep her there, she'll be able to see how successful I've become later down the line and then she'll want to call me back. So you're still hoping that she calls you back.
Feel like pure shit, just want her back.
Like, this is terrible advice. When you break up with someone, if you really want to get over them, get rid of them. Take them out of your life. Take them, get rid of them, block them, delete their numbers, delete everything. Get rid of everything that reminds you of this person. Photos, take it down. And in the future, when you are fully over it, you can maybe revisit, like if you're really sad and you want to keep them as a friend, maybe they were a friend before, I don't know, maybe you can. Most of the time this doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't work. Move on. Stop trying to prove to them that they were wrong. Who cares? They're out of the life now, gone. This man is definitely one of the most fragile ones that we've seen. He is the guy in the previous one who says, I don't tell my children that Santa gave them gifts. I tell them I give them gifts because I worked my fucking ass for it, not Santa, so I get the credit. I would hate to have you as a father.
A couple weeks ago, right? I get criticized by who? Ben Shapiro. What do I tell guys that they gotta have? 5 things in place. 100 grand per year, have 6 months to 1 year of savings, be in shape, be 35 years old, and have sex with 50 women. The reason why I say that shit is because today's day and age, with the way women behave, women have more options than they ever had before.
And he hates that.
I wish you could get married at 25 years old as a man, virgin, and have the white picket fence, 2-parent household, nuclear family with the dog.
I'm not going to watch the rest of this. This man is a complete mess. What's so funny is people like him, and him specifically, he talks about all this stuff and goes on about this stuff about how to, this is how you should get a woman, this week you should blah, blah, blah. And he's completely single. Why are you taking advice from someone who clearly doesn't have any idea what you're talking about?
One party always has to care more than the other. The party that cares less has the leverage. Now, my argument is that the man needs to have the leverage at all times in a relationship.
Because
for it
you're a
to work.
misogynist and
Because
you
when
hate
a man
women
has the
having any
leverage
sort of power.
and the woman feels like she has the best man that she can get, she's chasing his validation, all men are invisible to her, it keeps her happy, satisfies the hypergamy. Men, on the other hand,
you don't know anything about women. You do not, again, you're single. You don't have a girlfriend. You don't have a long-term partner. Don't have a family. Don't have kids. You know nothing about women.
if we have the leverage, yeah, we might go f another bitch or whatever, but your girl is your girl. Like, you're not gonna care about other women the same as like your main chick or main chicks. So when a man has the leverage, it just works better for everybody.
When you actively, like, unironically and like not being funny, when you actually call your girlfriend or women in your life bitches, this man fully means that. Like, he would refer to a woman as his bitch. I'm never gonna listen to a single thing you say when you actually refer to women, like seriously, as bitch or your bitches. Disgusting. And the fact that he would say things, you know, he's perpetuating a message here that like your bitch should love you more than you love her because it means that she's always gonna be obsessed with you, but you can just go and f other bitches and it won't matter. Like, it's so disgusting. Like, it's so disgusting.
Take an inch off your penis,
Jesus.
add it to your height, or take an inch off your height and add it to your penis. What would you rather do, guys? Take an inch off your penis, add it to your height, or take an inch off your height and add it to your penis. What would you rather?
Asking the real questions that men face today.
Don't do this on Thanksgiving. At all costs, avoid sending her a Happy Thanksgiving text message. Why? Well, because all the other beta males, all the other chodes in her contact list are also going to send her a Happy Thanksgiving text message. So why do they do that? Because they know that she's also going to send a Happy Thanksgiving text message back. And that message from her is going to...
So what you're saying is, the girl that you like, don't give her any attention on like some holiday because other people will give her attention. Do you also say, on her birthday, don't wish her happy birthday. On Christmas, don't wish her happy Christmas. Like, what the games that you want to play with women and what you want to play, but like this isn't... So I tell you who's actually gonna get the girl in the end? The one who actually gives her attention, because that's the one who clearly cares more about her than the games that you love to play. I'm more likely to be interested in the person that takes an interest in my life and actually talks to me rather than the person who I barely speak to. I find the person who actually speaks to you a lot more interesting because clearly they have more investment in my life than the person who's like,
I won't wish you happy birthday because other people wish you happy birthday, scum.
Is gonna give them, the chode, the beta male, a little bit of validation, a little bit of attention. It's gonna give him a little bit of hope that she actually likes him. But no, the reason why she's texting all those beta males back on Thanksgiving is because she's bored wherever the hell she's at. So she's just using them as a distraction. But you, my friend, you're not gonna text her. Instead, you're gonna enjoy your time with your family or whoever you're with on Thanksgiving. And I guarantee you, that girl is gonna wonder, why didn't he text me Happy Thanksgiving today? You're gonna get in her head, and that's exactly what you want. So if
you're gonna say, basically you just want to play with people's emotions and play with them, and like, this is the thing, it's all just utter nonsense. I don't know this person. I mean, we've seen him a couple of times, these alpha videos. Like, I don't know if he actually has a relationship or anything. I don't know compared to some of the other people. It's these mind games you want to play. And there was that other video we watched that was like, oh, be authentic. That's an alpha trait. And this person's like, not be authentic, play games and mess with a girl. This is what I'm saying. They all contradict each other. They don't make any sense because one person's saying to be authentic, that's an alpha trait, and you know, that's a bad boy that everyone wants to be with. Yet this person's saying, don't be your authentic self, play games with her. So if you want to go say happy birthday or happy Thanksgiving, don't, because it's going to make you look better. Because then she'll think about you because you're not texting her. So play these games. Like they just contradict each other. It's just utter nonsense. The only reason she's texting other people, like, how do you know that she's texting? This is the thing. Again, you're talking with such authority about who she's speaking to. You don't have any idea who she is speaking to. And be like, well, she's texting back all these chodes. How do you know that? You literally basing that on nothing. You do not know that in any way, shape, or form. You're just making up nonsense. Oh, she's only texting back these chodes because she's bored. On Christmas Day, birthdays, all these kind of days that you spend normally with your family or friends or something, there'll be moments in your time where you can spend 2 seconds on your phone talking to someone or messaging them, maybe like happy Thanksgiving. Like, there are people in my life when I'm having, like, on Christmas Day, I might be with my sister and her family, and we're having some food and stuff, whatever. Afterwards, like, you know, we're sitting down for 10 minutes just sort of letting the food go down, relaxing. I might get my phone and I'll text Luxaria, my best friend, or Callum, my best friend, or like, you know, if I was seeing someone, happy Christmas, doesn't mean I'm bored with the day. It just means that there's a moment where I can sit down and do something else. Why tattoos aren't dumb, even though half the men say tattoos are dumb.
Here's why tattoos aren't dumb. Not only do tattoos make you more attractive as a man, but a study revealed that people with tattoos were no less likely to be employed than people without any.
Well, I don't understand what the study is, but can I just say, the tattoos don't always make someone attractive. If they're getting the worst kind of tattoo, that doesn't make them suddenly attractive.
Now, if you want tattoos, but you're avoiding them because too many people have them, that's like you saying you're avoiding the gym because too many people are in great shape. Or you're gonna stop wearing jewelry because you can attract women without it. Well, guess what? Tattoos are permanent jewelry. And yes, you don't
Tattoos
need them to attract women, especially if you have everything else in order. But imagine if you did. I promise you, you will notice a night and day difference. I certainly have.
These kind of videos are literally just his way to like justify his own existence, because so many of these people we've seen have already said about how piercings, like Alpha M, for example, he was on it, always said like piercings are really dumb, don't ever get any kind of piercings, they look really stupid, except for the ones that I've got. And he's doing the same thing. It's like, oh, tattoos are good because I've got them. If you want to get any kind of tattoos you want, right, fine. But this man does have basic tattoos. Like, nothing about his tattoos are unique at all. They're very straight man tattoo. And if this is what you want, wonderful. His tattoos are not in any way, shape or form unique or creative. That isn't the most, this even just looks like a lion here. Like, everything he's got is very basic man tattoo. This is the thing, they always contradict each other, because so many of them say that don't do this to your body, you should treat it like a temple, you should be doing this. And then half of them are saying, do it. Like, it's so hard to follow any of these people. If you follow multiple accounts who do this kind of like alpha male kind of this category of content, and you follow many different people, it is not going to help you in any way, shape or form. You're going to be so confused because they conflict and contradict and go against every single, like each other all the time. Or like as I said about the whole social media thing, don't use social media, but subscribe for more content. They just contradict each other all the time. Half the people we've seen in this say that piercings, tattoos is dumb, don't get them because you look stupid. And then this guy's here going, oh, I love jewelry and tattoos and piercings. They're like, and tattoos are like permanent piercings, so permanent jewelry. So get them to be more attractive. Like they just contradict each other all the time.
I want to work with the nonchalant dreadhead. No, I'm going to work with the nonchalant.
Oi, Baca.
Hi, I'm Carol Vorderman.
I'm needed in the basement.
The way that you sit is also going to let the people know whether or not you're confident or you're submissive. In terms of a submissive sitting posture, you're small. Your feet are together, you're in here, right, hunched over, or maybe you're crossing your legs. This is definitely a more feminine way to sit.
Like that
but a man who's masculine is going to take up space. He's going to be here, spreading his legs.
I'm
He's going to be
sorry.
here.
No one. Can you stop gesturing towards your crotch? I have never met a single person, especially women as well, because this is directed toward men for women or whatever. If you ever see someone on like a train or somewhere completely manspreading, open like this, it's so annoying. Like there's not enough space for you to be sitting like that. I don't give a shit if you're fragile and we must know I'm an alpha male. Stop being a fucking dick and like move.
All about the open body language and posture. Psychologically, this also indicates and sends the message to women that you're fertile, because one of the things that men have been doing over the years is trying to protect the fertility of their which means there's biological reasons why manspreading is actually a thing.
Alpha M, who is the OG alpha male YouTuber from like, what, 2010 or something, still making this nonsense all these years later.
There is absolutely no use for innocent men. If you're the type of guy that puts out the energy that you're harmless, you're soft, you never bother anyone, you will be absolutely eaten alive and never find long-term dating success. If you yourself are innocent, you can never protect
the idea that you think that women don't want a man who is soft or someone who's a little bit less aggressive looking, shall we say, or, dominating. There are many women who love to be the top. There are many women who are not submissive little like bitches who are like, oh, dominate me, dad. Many of my friends who are women are very dominant. They are not the kind of people that want some overbearing man who controls them and tells them what to do. Absolutely not.
Protect the innocence of others. And that is precisely what your duty is as a man and what makes you attractive to women. You're willing to do the dirty work so that women and children can have their innocence protected. And you can claim all you want that times have changed and not all women want the same things, but we know they do. At the end of the day...
based on what? Based on what? I love how he talks with such conviction. Women actually do want this. Like, but we know they do. How do you know that? Like, also, this is the whole thing. We actually do, even from like a logistical standpoint, like taking this actually from society, what we are now, the idea that women must be all like, you have to take care of her and you have to do everything for her. And she wants us to be like submissive and have everything done for her. Like, we actually don't live in a society where that's even possible. The cost of living, housing, rent, all this stuff, most people can't survive now on a one-person salary. The man and woman or whatever relationship we're in, like, I'm talking about man and women for this because this is what he's talking about. But like, a lot of us don't even have that, but like actual benefit of being able to like survive and look after a family on one paycheck at all. Like, that's not really a reality for most people these days. I think I can safely presume that most people these days, especially if they've got like a family, can't actually support everyone on one paycheck. We don't live in that society anymore. So you talking like this is ludicrous because that's actually just not viable in today's society. Even if it was the truth that women just want this, it's actually not something that can really happen as much anymore.
It went down. Do you have the honor and the courage to step up, and could you handle yourself? That is like priority number one to women because it's what allows them to drop their masculine edge and settle into their femininity. Your use to women is your ability to take away the burden of her independence. So if you're putting out vibes that you're just as soft and scared as she is, what makes you think she'll settle for you?
What does women and your hairline have in common?
Don't!
Well, guys, I'm well and truly aboard that trigger train. Choo-choo, swinged on the railway, about to crash off a cliff and plunge to my death. Oh, and I'm back like Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ did not love a Merry Christmas text message. Oh, Jesus Christ did not like the opening ceremony because it was full of transgenders. Oh, Jesus Christ loved getting tattooed because it makes him so much more attractive to men, let's be honest. Oh, yeah, I'm so perplexed and puzzled why this kind of content is still being made. Like, how are people still being so brainwashed and I don't get it. Like, all of this stuff, like some of it might be new stuff, like old stuff posted again, but all of this stuff was like posted in the past like few months. None of this was like really old content. I mean, again, the chance of maybe one or two might have been, but like the majority of it, like all the dates were like over the past couple of months. How are these people like, because again, this kind of content is so repetitive and boring and like they just say the same things, and if they're not saying the same things, they're just contradicting each other. Like, it would be like if there was loads of us, loads of like content creators like me who were all talking about piercings and body modifications, and suddenly go, I'm saying don't take your piercing out over this certain time because your body's not going to heal, and then someone else is going, oh no, take it out after a week, it's fine. And then there's another person going, oh, you shouldn't take it out at all, you should leave it in all the time. And then there was another one going, oh, actually, maybe just don't get piercings, just actually pierce yourself at home with needles instead, it's fine. Like, it wouldn't make any sense. And this is the same thing as what's happening here. They all spew nonsense that contradicts each other. Again, as I said about the other guy that was like, people who go out partying is wrong, and like, oh, alcohol's not for the right people, and you'll never be successful, and you'll always be one step ahead of people. And like, well, again, me just existing and having my career in my life contradicts everything that you've just said, because you can do all of these things in like conscious, good moderation and still have a successful, healthy life. You don't have to completely punish yourself all day, every day, all weekends, and not have a single bit of fun. Like, what we find fun is different, but I really highly doubt that these people are excited, having fun in their life, when all they do is work. Like, when all they do is work, like, and do nothing else but grind and run themselves down to the bone. Like, these people all die young, they'll get too stressed out. Like, half these people looked absolutely rotten already, and I bet they're not even old, like, because they just run themselves down so hard that they just age themselves faster. Their cortisol levels are probably completely through the roof. Their body's probably drained as hell. Half the people look like they need to go to bed for a month. Like, they're just, it's really sad. And that really young guy who was here was like whispering because his mummy will wake up. Like, again, that was really sad because that is the result of this. That is the result of these people, because he looks about 16 and he's talking about this kind of stuff. And in 10 years time, he'll either be dead because he's so overexhausted that he dies from like a heart attack, or, you know, takes too many roids because he has to be roided up like some of these other people. Like, it's it's just sad. It just makes me really sad. I'm struggling to really put into words what I'm actually going on about now, because it's this level of like just brain rot that I find it hard to actually talk to the end. Thank you for watching today. You let me know down below your thoughts, and yeah, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm now going to order some food because I'm on hungover food mode and I want to eat some like curry or something. I want to eat more. So I'm on like a curry kick at the moment, so I'm going to have maybe a different one this time. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Again, if you are new, make sure you scan this QR code with your phone. If you're watching on TV, subscribe, hit the notification bell, come join the fun, come join the family, and yeah. Today's Instagram shout out goes to Fluffy Moth Guts. Thank you. I picked you. I normally do a random generator, but this time I actually picked you because I thought your name was fun. Thank you for following me over on Instagram, and yeah, come follow me on Instagram and TikTok, all the stuff, and maybe give me the next shout out. Thank you to my lovely Patreons whose names you can see on the side of the screen. Thank you for being a Patreon. An extra special shout out to my top tier Patreons: As Guardians, Kimmy H, Bumblebee Whisperer, Blue Gem, TNS Mum, Adam Bratbatch, Kelly Rose, Nova, Cameron Pittman, Athena Falling Angel Berridge, Erin Grace, Benjamin Baker, Robin Scott Palmer, Bethard, Steffi Tech, Chloe Louise, Cassie H, Shell Herman, and Kelly Bowser. Thank you for being my top tier Patreons. You guys are delicious wishy. Anyway, be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be. And don't let any bitch on there say that you can't be. Why is that? Because you are flawless, girl. Oh, God, my brain is fully rotten.